Tamara, the Judeo-Christian medium. How's everyone doing on this lovely, kind of sweaty Sunday evening? I'm going to wait a little bit to see who comes on. Oh, goodness, guys. So my air conditioning unit is not working, so I'm like a little bit sweaty, but it's cooling down in New York, so I just need to calm down. The super just came to fix it. I'm gonna have him come tomorrow so I could film. Okay, let's just wait for people to come in. Just gonna breathe a little bit. I can feel myself calming down. And hi Lucky, hi Night Rider. How are you guys doing? Ooh, it's you guys came in at 1:11. All right, I'm gonna get started in just a minute. Let me see. Before I get started, you guys can tell me where you all are, where you live. That sounded weird, like stalkery, but yeah, tell me where you live. I've traveled the world, you guys. I've probably been to your city. And then Boston. I'm from Boston. Oh, I'm from the Boston area. I love Boston. I miss Boston. It's so nice. Chicago. Yes, I've been to Chicago. So I'm from North Andover, Massachusetts. Where are you from, Lucky? In Chicago. I've actually, I went to, I've been to Chicago a lot, but I went to a wedding in downtown Chicago, and we went to, the South Shore. The South Shore. I'm from the North Shore. It's a long story. I don't really have a Boston accent, I'm not sure, but I think when I say sure, I have a little bit. But I've had like speech training for acting, Shakespeare training and stuff like that, so I probably just sound really weird. Oh, so when I was in Chicago for that wedding, I think, so the wedding was on Lake Michigan. Hi, Wisteria. I'm gonna get to your question that you had. You can repeat the question too in the chat. So, yeah, so I went to a wedding on Lake Michigan, and then we went to, it was like the two rival baseball teams. So it was like, I think it was Cubs and White Sox, and it was like completely packed. Is that right? Those two rivaling? Anyway, it was just crazy. I loved it. I love Chicago so much. Obviously, I love my hometown. So I'm asking people to tell me where they are, where they're from, where you're tuning in from, and then I'm gonna get started. Oh yeah, those are the two teams. That was crazy. Okay. Wisteria. So does a starseed? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to get to that. Let me start with what I wanted to talk about, and then I will answer your question. So I wanted to make a correction about what I said last week. I was asked who Jesus's brothers are. And this is like a tricky one because in spirit, his whole team, which is my team, we're all brothers. So, oh, Kansas City. Oh my gosh. I love Kansas City too. That's why I was a flight attendant, guys. I love like all the cities. I loved going to Kansas City. I loved how nice everybody was. I love the food in the Midwest, in Chicago, Kansas City, Ohio. I love that heavy barbecue. I mean, I can't eat that now. I'm on a strict diet, but oh God, that heavy barbecue, guys, and the donuts and the baked goods, everything just is so homey, so good. Okay, so let me get back to Jesus. So his biological, he wants me to make a note of this. This is actually very important. His biological brothers, it was Jesus and two brothers. They were two of the disciples. Now he calls everyone his brothers. Yes, you do have the best food. Let me interrupt. One of my favorite pizzas is Detroit pizza, which sounds crazy. But anyway, oh, hi, Alyssa. Alyssa says hi, Jesus. He says hi. He says hi to everyone. So his brothers in real life were the disciple John and the disciple James. Okay, those were his biological brothers, but he considered all of the disciples to be his brothers. And also, oh, well, I'll get into why he considered that. You know, obviously, they were all star seeds. It's a Pleiadian, Arcturian, tall white mix, but we'll get into that later and the corresponding archangels. But yes, before we get started, I want to just reintroduce you all to my spiritual team. Yeah. It's easy. Mary's saying it's easy. Lots of people still do that. She liked the J thing. So, and Joseph. So Joseph is like, Joseph never gets enough credit. Joseph is of the same lineage as Archangel Azrael. And they're very quiet, strong, tall, white. Even though Jesus and I are very strong Pleiadian, but they're very strong, tall, white. My biological father is part of that group, and they're very strong, very wise, and very humble. So, okay, let me see. Okay, so before we get started, let me thank my spiritual tribe. So guys, we have God, Jesus on my right, Archangel Michael, also to my right, Archangel Metatron on my left, Archangel Eric Medhus on my left, Archangel Gabriel right in front of me, and then we have a little semicircle to the back of them. Think of it like a concert. They're in the second row, and it's like a semicircle. It's Archangel Sandalphon, who represents the tall whites, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Jophiel. We just had her a couple of weeks. She is John Benet Ramsey. Archangel Uriel, it's right here. And then we have, we also have Archangel Raphael. We have Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Jeremiah, who just joined us, Archangel, who's coming in, guys? Archangel Ezekiel, Archangel Haniel, Archangel Chamuel, and Archangel Daniel. And there's a new archangel that has joined me that I'm just being introduced to, and his name is Archangel Hamza. Okay. So anyway, guys, let me get started with the subject matter. Jesus wanted to talk about. Oh, let me see if I'm missing anything. I think I've said hi to everyone. Okay. So Jesus wanted to talk about the divine masculine. Okay, and I wrote this down. Let me get my notes, guys. I'm sorry. Had a busy day. You can see I'm kind of a little bit messy. And thanks, guys, for bearing with me. You know I have ADHD. And now I have so many notes, because I've been now doing this for a while. Okay, I wrote down your question, Wisteria, so we'll get to that. So there are a few notable, sorry for my camera work, there are a few notable divine masculine energies that Jesus would like to talk about right now. Of course, there's many more, but he wants to point out Keanu Reeves, who is Pleiadian, tall white, and Arcturian. And some of you aren't going to like this, but he wants to point out Bill Gates, who is Pleiadian, tall white, and Arcturian. Chris Rock, who is a tall white and an Arcturian. Johnny Depp, who's Pleiadian, tall white, and Arcturian. And some of you aren't going to like this, I'm sorry. Donald Trump, who is Pleiadian, tall white, and Arcturian. So he wanted to bring that up, and he also would like to talk about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, the trial. So as many of you can see, so right at the moment, with all the information that they have, we have free will, the judge has free will, Amber, Johnny, the team has free will, the jury has free will, but the energy right at the moment, Jesus is saying it's most likely going to go in Johnny Depp's favor, which is a huge win. I listed all of these men because lately they've all had like a huge win for starseeds, and the divine masculine energy is they're coming back into their own power. And there's a reason for that. And a lot of them have been, you can see from the list, the issues that these men have had. Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Biden. But what turned me around was my final tarot reading on Trump and Biden. And I saw a spirit came through, and this is actually one of the reasons, it was like one of the gateways that I started talking to spirit, was I just wasn't getting the messages as clear for myself through tarot, but I started to see things, and then I started to investigate. It was a feedback loop, and they started telling me more and more. But so we can see from that list the struggles. Jesus cherry-picked these men because we can see their struggles. And also, if you all are star seeds, this is Jesus is bringing this forth, because these are, divine masculine men, but we have divine feminines here, and this is just representing the struggle. Also with me, I have the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, and the Tall Whites. And forgive me if I bounce around. It's very crowded here, and I'm multitasking. But if I go off the rails too far, bring me back, guys. Oh, hi, Rhonda. Oh, awesome. It's good to see you. I'm glad you could make this live. Okay, so we're discussing the divine masculine and their struggles, and they are so proud, you guys, of Johnny Depp. They're saying that he was embarrassed to stand up for himself. So I want you to think of this in terms of yourself, if you've experienced anything like this, and hopefully this will help you, because most starseeds have struggled in some way, have had to defend themselves against maybe false accusations with a reptilian, a dark reptilian, or just trying to find your place in the world, trying to stand up for what you believe in. So that's why Jesus has brought up these men, because they right now are representing the struggle, and they are winning, and they're very proud of them, and they're using them as an example. Now, that being said, you all know, like lately, I've been loving talking about the Reptilians, Arcturians, Tall Whites, and Pleiadians. And as many of you know, it's just this year that I've learned all of this information, and it has helped me make sense of my entire life. So Jesus wanted to point out some things that this is very specific, and I actually wrote about this last summer. So you guys know I've written about very specific crime. I think if you've watched, some of my first videos, warning messages, let me see what Rhonda said. I know the allegations were false and he was going to win this case. Yes. Yes, he's inspiring many men. Many men, especially starseed men, because there is this attraction between starseeds and reptilians, like the sensitive starseeds, and especially men and women, like starseed men tend to fall for reptilian women, because those women, first of all, dark reptilian and narcissistic women appeal to starseed men because they tend to be very like sassy and blunt. And so starseed men have a hard time trusting. A lot of them have, because of their sensitivities, even if they hide the sensitivity, they're sensitive and they have had their trust broken. So oftentimes they'll meet like a dark reptilian woman, and she will come across, and actually this is with both sexes, dark reptilians, narcissists, not only do they love bomb you, which a lot of starseeds need, because starseeds are very loving, so they can actually mistake that for love, but it's the honesty, but it's not honesty, but it comes across as honesty. Guys, sometimes when, and we're all learning this, the psychology community. Just because somebody is being like blunt and rude, it doesn't mean that they're being honest. You know, those people that are like, I tell it like it is. That's not exactly honesty. We think it is, but honesty is being honest about the good, the bad, the ugly, the gray areas, the minutia. So we starseeds get sucked in because dark reptilians, first of all, a lot of starseed men are introverts or a little bit socially awkward. So the dark reptilian woman, think of the mean girl in school. She can be forceful and blunt and popular, and that energy will reach, it's going to reach a starseed man faster than your typical starseed woman who might also be introverted. So what do you think will happen to both Amber and Johnny when the trial is over? I think Amber's just going to have to pay out money to Johnny. I think that she's going to learn a valuable lesson. I think Johnny is going to heal from this experience. Jesus says most likely he is going to have a relationship with his ex. Most likely, they're in discussions. There could be someone they're saying on the council he might be attracted to. I don't know. But he's going to heal. Amber's going to have to pay out money. This is going to help Amber in how she treats people in the future. And this is just a big lesson. And I think many starseed men who have been in a toxic situation like this are going to be healed. If they're in it, they're going to get out. And also, this is going to help prevent this from happening. And it's just like, you know, how our whole culture is rising in consciousness. So this is just helping that. But I wanted to tell you guys, Jesus wrote down some specific examples of how men are taken advantage of, especially men who are successful. So Jesus wrote, I wrote dating squatters. So this could apply to women too, but there are people, guys, who are dating now. Think of like a squatter in a squatter type mentality, like obviously like marrying for money, claiming abuse. And I wrote this down last summer, guys. So now Jesus told me to find this and talk about it. I wrote dating apps. Okay, so I wrote losing keys. So guys, sometimes this is a weird thing. Jesus was saying that people will go away with you somewhere. He was just showing me like the scenario, like a beach house. And then when you get back to where you live, the other person's saying that they lost their keys. And these are very specific messages. I don't know who's listening to this, if this is even helpful, but the person might say that they lost their keys, and it would be the person who has like less money, the person who, a dark reptilian who would want to take advantage of your time, money, energy. A narcissist might say that they lost the keys to their house and they have to stay with you, or you have to like you know, there are some very dark reptilian people who would love to have like a wealthy person, you know, pay a locksmith, things like that, just for narcissistic supply or to be able to stay at your house. And this is very specific, guys. Okay, so this is a really creepy one. A situation where a dark reptilian woman might date a starseed man and claim that she's pregnant, get money to have a procedure done, and just take the money. Or, yeah, they're saying take the money for that locksmith, and they actually didn't lose their keys. Or they didn't lose their keys and they want to stay at the wealthy person's home. These are very creepy examples, but Jesus wants me to put this out there. Just like the strange scenarios that we've actually seen play out, that he talked about, you know, months ago with these ambushes, people being robbed, and the whole movement of like nothing being sacred, so people being attacked at churches and things like that. This is in the dairy. Let's see, have appreciated the safety talks. Yes, help me understand a recent mass theft, vandalism. Yes. So also, yes, wisteria about people being manipulative. Yeah, anything goes right now. Everything is an avenue for people now, dark reptilians, to commit crimes. And they're really pushing the envelope, because a lot of starseeds are waking up, a lot of empaths are waking up to this kind of abuse. And so they're going to ramp it up, guys. A lot of narcissists are losing their narcissistic supply. So, you know, vampires, they're losing their empaths, they're losing their victims, and so they're ramping up the abuse. And then we have the issues with the economy, and we have substance users, and they need a lot. So yes, always listen to your intuition. And it's really, really hard, guys, because as starseeds, you know, this is what was going on with Johnny. We are put here to help people. And I said before, many of us are put into families to change the generational curse. And oftentimes that generational curse is substance abuse, narcissism. A lot of us were born into families where our parents are dark reptilians. Some of us were born to very powerful parents. And there's been, you know, no way to fight their control, things like this. So let me see what else I wrote, because like I said, I wrote this last summer. Yes, crashing. So they showed me this situation like a movie, guys. They show me things like a movie. They showed me like this wealthy guy who has a beach house, and this reptilian woman going to stay there, and all these different scenarios like, oh, I lost my keys, I need money for a locksmith. Or, my roommate's moving out. Or, oh, I just lost my job. And the woman ends up crashing. And oftentimes, guys, if somebody crashes with you, they can claim themselves to be a squatter. They can say they're living with you. Amber Heard, they can say that you're abusing them. And this is awful, 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 guys. They showed me a scenario where a dark reptilian woman is dating a starseed who is wealthy, And when she tries that scenario of like not leaving, and he says, you know, you have to go, like I have to go back to work, and maybe she feels like he's not going to call her or something like that. And there's this scenario of her saying that their relations are not consensual. So it's so crazy. Jesus showed me these scenarios last summer, and all of this stuff is happening. And then I was shown some people who Jesus has told me have been falsely accused. So obviously Johnny Depp has been falsely accused. And let me look here to see if I'm missing anything. Always listen to your intuition. So yes, Andrew Cuomo, who I did a video on, falsely accused. Chris Cuomo, and sorry, let me hold on. They're talking to me. They're showing me that guy who was. Sometimes they just show me things, guys, and they're showing me the guy who was in American Beauty, Kevin Spacey. They're saying he's falsely accused. And then we do have people who, Chris Noth, they said is guilty. So a lot of what's happening now is in the gray area. And yes, like Wisteria said, we have to really use our intuition, and we can see that in politics. Yeah. Hi, how do you say your name? Izokin? Izokin. Where are you from, Izokin? Oh, off topic. Why can't I owe anymore? How to fix it? Had reassignment surgery years ago. Oh, well, of course. Oh, Nigeria. Okay, let me answer her question. I've never been to Nigeria, unfortunately. I've never been to Africa. My company, we flew there, but because I have an IgA deficiency, I was very concerned about picking up something like in the food or water, and also there's something about my blood. Jesus has told me what this is actually. Okay, you know what, you guys? I'm just gonna tell you. Guys. Jesus told me that mosquitoes are dark reptilian energy. And they especially feed off of star seeds, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but I get attacked by mosquitoes, and I've actually slept in the same room. Yes, I've slept in the same, Wisteria, you too. I've slept in the same room as other people. And actually, Jesus told me this. So one of my friends, one of my old friends who, ex-friend I should say, is reptilian. Her and I slept in the same room, hotel room in Greece, okay? I was eaten alive. Guys, she did not have one mosquito bite. Edo tribe, Wisteria. Oh. But anyway, welcome from Nigeria. And I want to answer the question from Lucky. Okay, off topic. Okay. Well, first of all, you'd want to see if it's something physical. That's what Jesus is saying. Get a physical. But it could be mental. If you are a starseed, Jesus wants me to do a whole video on S relations, okay? Starseeds are becoming more sensitive. Okay, it's not your, okay. So starseeds are becoming much more sensitive, guys. We can't have relations in the same way reptilians do. Empaths can't have relations the same way narcissists do. Our body, mind, and soul is different. You need to take your time. You need to get to know someone. I think it's called demisexual. If most empaths were honest, they would understand that they're demisexual, meaning that they tend to really only enjoy sex, like really enjoy it, when they have a spiritual connection with someone. And they're saying, Lucky, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't physical, but I had a feeling that it was what I'm talking about. I didn't know we were going to talk about this today, but they have recently talked to me about this. Yes, happily single. That's wonderful. I've been single for a long time too because of issues and stuff, but I'm finding myself wanting to, thinking about, getting into a relationship, and how to go about that. But, after all of this craziness with the pandemic and all that stuff, so demisexual, guys, is being spiritually connected to someone, and I think that's what I need. I think other empaths may need that. So Lucky, this might apply to you. You might have to really, take your time with someone, have a spiritual connection with them, and that might help your situation. Let me know. But let me see what else I wrote about these crazy scenarios in dating. Okay, so Jesus is telling me they helped write this song. It's from Led Zeppelin. You know that song, A Whole Lot of Love? Oh, sorry for the TMI. No, that's okay. Because Jesus told me, Lucky, that when you guys come on, the questions that you ask, it's actually what he wants to talk about. So he's been wanting to talk about S relations for a long time. So he just brought up the song Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. He would like you guys to listen to that. The Pleiadians and Arcturians wrote that song. So one of the lyrics is way down inside, woman, you know you need me. And that's about a spiritual connection. And it's also about, how do I say it? It's about actual intercourse compared to other things that people do. Hopefully you guys can catch my drift. Jesus is saying whether you are straight. Oh, hi everyone. Okay. Anyway, Jesus said the best way to put it is, I just want to send the message out to empaths. You may need to be in a spiritual connection to really feel that, like, your body may be rejecting, your body might be physically rejecting S relations with people that you don't have a spiritual connection with. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And let me look at the other questions. Let me go back. You continue to see too many dark entities, Rhonda, and they avoid me. Yeah, that's going to happen once you become aware. Um, I've talked about my journey, guys. I've had experiences with the Men in Black. So just like I'm talking to my spiritual team right now, my soul tribe, dark reptilians, they talk to their soul tribe. They talk to the dark reptilian spirit that lives in the fourth dimension. So, just like you may get intuition to do something to help somebody or to do something further in your career, or something that is part of your life path, they're going to get the intuition. So you might find people bother you more, mosquitoes bother you, things like that. So unfortunately, Jesus is saying it's part of the package. Just like Wisteria said, guys, use your intuition and protect yourself. So Diane Hoffman, hello everyone. Sorry you're so late. Oh, it's nice. It's nice seeing you. You can re-listen to everything we talked about. So yes, please protect yourself from dark reptilian spirits, which is like, Wisteria, didn't you ask a question? Let me go back. I think you asked a question about narcissists at work. Okay, yeah, you asked two questions. Wisteria, is that right? Are you dealing with narcissism at work? Rejecting unless we have a true, yes. Narcs can fake, yeah. Narcs can fake a spiritual connection. Yes, they can, Wisteria, but they can't fake it for a long time. So I recommend really getting to know someone slowly, guys. And when someone does that whole love bombing thing, kind of take that with a grain of salt. The whole love bombing thing feels good, but it's not true. You can feel infatuation with someone, but they actually don't know you. So guys, 9 times out of 10, yes, you can have that really pesky, sneaky, dark reptilian psychopath who's in it for the long haul. But Wisteria, like you said, we're learning and growing. Use your intuition. I can pretty much not guarantee, but I'm guessing that a lot of you right now, if you started dating someone, would not be taken by a narcissist. Just with all that you've learned and your spiritual growth. Let's see here. You're seeing a lot of entitlement with young people you work with. You have a feeling like you might need to counter this and make them more aware. Is it just you? So I'm part of like a Gen X group on Facebook, and they talk about this a lot. The differences in the generations and entitlement. That's one thing. But what you can do, what Jesus is saying to do, Wisteria. Oh, you were just thinking about that song? Yes. Jesus loves Led Zeppelin. The Starseeds wrote all that music for Led Zeppelin, all the music for Pink Floyd. I'm gonna make a whole playlist, that they wrote, and the musicians that I've channeled, they're all Starseeds. Okay, so where was I? I'm getting distracted. Okay, so Wisteria, what Jesus is saying, and this is really probably going to sound overly simple, Jesus would like you to approach this first of all, Jesus wants you to pay attention to how people are talking to you, which he says you're already doing, but he wants you to pay attention to how they're talking to each other and see if there's a difference and start to analyze if there's a difference and why. That will help you see if you're being treated differently. And then with that being said, it's like having children. I don't have children, but Jesus is saying, if they're acting that way, they are immature. And he did tell me earlier when I saw your question that they are reptilian. So that's automatically, they're going to be different than you. But Jesus says to treat them as you would a child. Don't be patronizing, but so that he wants you to reward good behavior and punish bad. I know that sounds really weird to do in the office, but think of ways you could do that subtly. So reward these younger reptilian employees. When they treat you with respect, reward them with your knowledge, your advice, your help, your respect back. And when they treat you with disrespect or entitlement, he says punish them, go gray rock, or don't people please, and don't try to figure out how to change their behavior. He said to change your behavior. Don't be so helpful. Pull back. So I don't know if that's helpful at all. Is Santa Muerte safe to work with? Okay, that's very specific, Lucky. We'll save that for, I'm going to save these for like a personal reading, if that's okay. I'm sorry, that's what Jesus said. So Lucky, maybe we should have a personal reading. And I know I did answer Wisteria's question, but it was more general. Okay. Rejecting unless we have a true spirit. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thanks. Pull back. And Wisteria, and Lucky, you can use this because you're tuning in. This might apply to your situation too. Sometimes you don't have to cut the cord. You don't have to leave the company. Although guys, as star seeds, just understand that it is, right now the market is in favor of the employee. Make sure that you are being treated well. And also Jesus is saying, if you have found yourself to be one of the more senior people on the job, you might have to go into a higher position, or you might want to leave the company. Because there might be more opportunities for you. Many starseeds have changed and are becoming more in their power. Think about the 5 men that I just talked about and how they're coming into their power and how life is. Oh, he also wanted me to, did I mention Elon Musk? Oh, I didn't mention Elon Musk. So these are the star seeds I mentioned, guys, that are really coming into their power. Keanu Reeves, Bill Gates, Chris Rock, Johnny Depp, Donald Trump, and Elon Musk. These are male star seeds, the divine masculine, and they are coming into their power. So Jesus is saying, guys, many of you are coming into your power, and you might have to make changes. You might have to take on a more supervisory role, or, the thing that you're doing on the side, that might become bigger than your main job. You might have to leave a company in order for people to see you as the newer energy that you are with all of your learning, I should say, like upgrades. Sorry about the camera. So, goddess. Santa Muerte is a goddess. Oh, okay. So I'm not Spanish. Okay, I've never heard of Santa Muerte. She is a goddess. I can try to channel her. I'm seeing someone right now. Um, she's wearing like a veil. Um, oh, safe to work with. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm reading everything so fast. I thought it was an actual person. Like I don't. Hold on. Let me tune in to my spiritual team and see what they say. Santa Muerte. They're saying yes. She's a very safe person. Yes, she's here. Yes, please work with her. Oh, she's very loving. She's Mother Mary. She's Mother Mary. She's the spirit of Mother Mary. You hear mixed things about her. Okay. Well, she's telling me she's the spirit of Mother Mary. So yes, please work with her. Um, she has a really warm energy. So, Lucky, how do you feel when you connect with her? Lucky, do you feel good when you work with her? You're saying awesome. You guys noticed I wore blue? I was like, I need more blue clothes being Pleiadian. Good, but you just question it. Okay. Lucky, she is Mother Mary, and she said, please keep connecting to her. She's very good for you. She's really warm. She's wearing she was wearing like a cream. Oh, it's white. It's a white colored. It's not a veil. What is it? Just goes around your head, like a headdress. She's very biblical. You said yes. You noticed the blue right away. I just love these Victoria's Secret shirts, guys. They're very feminine, and I have like a curvy figure. Like it's for life, or she will try to kill you. No, she will not try to kill you. She's not a dark spirit. Oh yeah, blue is my favorite color too. I think we've talked about this, Rhonda, that you might be Pleiadian. Yeah, you didn't think that. No, Lucky. She's very connected to you. Please keep working with her. Keep talking to her. She says you have a connection. Just listen and trust what you hear. But yes, the cotton that they use for these Victoria's Secret t-shirts, I love. So many like t-shirts and pajamas made now, you guys, are like very masculine and boxy and things like that. And Victoria's Secret fits like a curvy body and is soft. How to connect with your spiritual team and develop your gifts. Okay, so it's a feedback loop. First, you need to accept that you are a star seed or empath and that you have good intuition, that you have a spiritual team, and that you yourself can connect. And so it is a feedback loop. Like when they give you signs and symbols, what my spiritual team has told me is oftentimes they give so many signs and symbols and dreams, and then all these things that you'll have done will all there will be a pattern, and they're speaking to you through all of these modalities, all of these means, these dreams, these hunches, these intuitions, you know, seeing numbers and seeing feathers, all that stuff. It's all valid. They're always trying to talk to us, but the issue is that oftentimes people will be getting all these downloads, all this information, all of these things, all of these hints, and they work very hard to connect with us. But what happens is people won't believe it. They won't just sit with what has already happened. And so what they would like you to do is really pay attention to what's happening, really believe it, and then keep working on your own intuition any way you can. Like I was a medium as a child, and then I put it on the back burner, and spirit kept coming to me, and then I started seeking out experts, and then they told me that I was connected, and then I started doing tarot. Oh, that's so funny, Rhonda. I think you're definitely Pleiadian. So yeah, I started doing tarot, and then through the tarot, you know, stronger messages, things I couldn't believe were coming through, and then it connected me back to being a medium. So guys, work on your, and work with practitioners. So always, this is really important. When they give you a message, take it seriously and thank them. Thank them and trust that you're getting, trust your intuition that you're getting the message. Thank them, and also do what they ask you to do. So if you ask for advice and they tell you, like, you need to move, and you can feel that you know that they're right, then you have to take action too. So when they tell you something and you take action, then they feel loved and respected, and then they'll guide you more. So, okay, thank you. You're doing a lot of this already. Okay, Lucky, if you don't mind me asking, like, what do you, what are you using to connect with them? What angels to call in for career help? Okay, so, okay, Jesus is telling me right now, guys, this is very important. He's saying, call him in, and the other angels will come in to guide you and your ancestors. But call him, say, and ask your whole spiritual team to help you talk to Jesus. Jesus is a messenger of God. So he will, he's laughing. He's like, I don't have all the answers. What he does is he connects to the experts that could help you, but he's the messenger. So guys, ask to talk to him. But the angels that would help you, it would be depending on your field. So Metatron helps in the arts, angel numbers and feathers. Okay, so that is Metatron and Michael are helping you. So 1111, Isoken, that means that you are a twin flame, and you are on the twin flame journey, and you are a star seed. That's what Spirit is telling me now. But 1111 is it is you connecting with your guides. Think about what you are thinking about when you see that, but that is one of the first messages that they give. And they also say they give it as a reminder. Okay. Ooh, my lighting is getting so dark, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so yes, Metatron is good to talk. He is good to talk to. He is the spirit of Robin Williams. Talk to him if you are interested in acting, fashion, anything in beauty. Talk to Michael if you're interested in anything where you're protecting others or you need protection. The law, and then you know what, guys, I'll have to make videos about each archangel. So let's see. When I astral travel, it's not just to see what's going on in our world. I literally put lots of positive energy out into the universe. Yes, that's what we do when we astral travel. We are connecting with our higher self and also solving problems. Like the last time I astral traveled, guys, I was really worried about my nephew, and I traveled to his area where he lived, and so I was working with my spiritual team in a higher dimension to solve the problem, if that makes sense. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. We've been going for a while now. My lighting is getting dark. Any questions about what I've said before I go? I think I'm just gonna wrap it up, and then I always forget stuff and I need to make corrections. So I think we'll just finish there. And yeah, I made corrections about Jesus's biological brothers were John and James. Okay, bye, Lucky. Bye, everyone. I will see you next week. And thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for all the questions. It's been like a feedback loop. Okay, we'll talk about that next week, Rhonda, okay? My spiritual team is thanking you too. Jesus says thank you. All of the archangels, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, and the Tall White say thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. All right, I will talk to you next week.